What's up, YouTube? Look, we support some Shady Side, supporting some Sammy. You can't see the back of it. I'm gonna turn around. Anyway, we just got back from going to eat. We went to Fried Daddy's down here in Hildebrand and ate. Awesome food. If you're around Hildebrand, go check out Fridays. They're not open on Sundays though. Open Monday to Saturday. Check them out. They got some good food, breakfast and lunch. We went and ate lunch. So while we were there, I was supposed to meet up with somebody this evening to get some stuff today, or get some stuff from him, so we can start getting some sad. Anyway, let me show you what we got. So, got our metal head gasket, and this is, it's a C4278051. This is the exact gasket that was on this car. So whatever he takes off the head, when he does the head, he's gonna have to, or whatever he takes off the head, it's gonna raise the compression up a little bit, y'all. So maybe make boost a little sooner. And this was closed. I actually opened it up. He had never opened this. So the guy I got this stuff from, his name's Eddie, good dude. So he actually bought this stuff. He has a 7M Supra NA car that he's actually selling. I think it's got a GTE motor in it now, but he was going to turbo it, never did. Anyway, he's got other plans for other things. He had that head gasket. He ended up using a different head gasket, so I got that from him. And like I said, he's going a different route with different things and didn't need this anymore. So we picked this up and picked that up. He hooked us up, y'all. He gave me a good deal, for real. Like, I appreciate it. So we got a head gasket for this thing. We got this for this thing, so we start tuning it. We did notice that we're gonna have to do plugs on this thing. So the plugs that are in it, look at this little turd. So the plugs that are in it are the plugs that were in it when we blew the head gasket up. Probably about, oh my God, 8 months ago or so. This sit for a while before we worked on it. So that is the plugs that are in it when we blew the head gasket. So we got to put plugs in it. Today, whenever we was driving it, it'd run okay, but when it would start trying to make boost, it was trying to blow the spark out. Actually, it wasn't trying. It would start losing power. So I know that's what it is. I've run into that issue before. I had the gap too big on the plugs that I had in it, and it done the exact same way, exact same thing. This car's been running okay, but I ain't really been able to tune it. Look, there goes the wifey. She's gonna get her tan on. Boss lady. We're gonna go get her tan on. But I run into that issue before, and the gap was wrong. Now this car's been running okay for the most part. Go ahead and turn them lights off, son. We're gonna get out here. It's been running all right for the most part, but it did have a hesitation in it. I thought it was because the crappy system is on it. We're either gonna go standalone or a DET3 from ECU Masters. Either way, it's gonna be ECU Masters. If we do standalone, we'll probably put the same thing that's on that car on it. Oh my goodness. If we do the piggyback, we're gonna do the ECU Masters DET3. It does away with the mass air crap on the car. It goes through wideband. This is a narrow band system. It works fantastic for what it is, but it's 90s technology. You gotta get it out of the car. So anyway, that being said, see what we get into today. I know we got a birthday party. I'm not gonna be filming at a birthday party. I'm not gonna do it. Might take a couple pictures or something. It's the little girl. It's my little niece Amelia. It's the same one that was at the zoo with us. So if you watch the zoo videos, that little girl's birthday. She's a year old. So anyway, let's go to a birthday party, see what else we get into this weekend. I don't really have any plans tomorrow. We may work on that thing. I do have some stuff I can do. I need work. Huh? I need work. We need to, I've got the motor mounts for it. I got solid motor mounts to go on this thing. We got to change the mounts that mount actually to the engine, and I'll explain that to you later on when we do that, if we do it on this video. If we don't, I'll explain it to you when we do it. But either way, see what we get into. Who knows, we might just swim tomorrow. I don't know. So anyway, see y'all later.
That is like water resistant. Oh, okay. Easy to clean. Not the one underneath it.
Yum.
Wow. Is it good? He's like, is it good? Dig in there. Wow. There you go. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Hold hands.
So she had practice up there, so it worked out today.
I think she approves of
Brenda, I want one of them.
Alright, y'all. Enough with the birthday partying time. Let's get to work. We're gonna do some brakes on an Audi, I think. Probably not gonna get nothing done with this thing today. So we're going to work on this Audi, put some brakes on. Hopefully it goes well. If it does or don't, you'll see it. So that's what it is. Let's get up here. Alright, y'all, I'm an idiot. I didn't film anything. I got in here, got working. Christoph was working. See Christoph down here, he's putting his wheel on now. Interesting, this thing's got Brembo brakes on. I feel bad I didn't film anything, y'all. I'm sorry. But we got, just to give you an idea, we got the pads. These things have a little sensor on the driver's side that goes in here. You gotta be careful of. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm slack today. I didn't film nothing. So anyway, but hey, y'all get to look at a pretty car at least. This thing's nice, y'all. You got a rich guy over here in his Audi. But the rotors, pretty rough. But he put new rotors, new brakes. So good to go. The calipers seemed all right. So we're getting it finished up. We'll be done with this project and on to the next one and see what we do for the rest of this video. Sorry again. Let me show you what we did find today though. I was talking to somebody and I was showing them here. Pow. Whoopsie. So I'm gonna check between 4 and 5 there on the block, make sure everything looks all right. That's actually on the head side, so yeah, block side looks all right. It's not all tore up. Yep. All right, y'all. So we got some more toys here. This came yesterday. Bought ourselves a little plastic welding thing. We're gonna have some fun, I guess. The neighbor, we gotta fix his bumper on his. He's got a couple clips broke. Been wanting to buy one of these anyway and play with it for some, so finally broke down and bought us one. So now we can attempt to fix things. I don't know how good we'll be at it, but we'll try. That's all you can do, right? Go at it, be about it, learn about it, figure it out. So let's get this thing closed up. I should clean this up a little bit, but oh well. It is what it is. We're gonna try it and see what happens. Just gotta let the plastic clear up. There we go. And then it just, you put multiples in and get that where you want it. Put the little pieces in and grab another piece here. Alright, y'all. Focus. We're learning. I don't have any filler to fill any of this in. Golly, this thing won't focus. I don't have any filler to fill anything in, but hey, it's back together. It was in multiple pieces. I would probably do, where I was doing these on the outside, I would probably tape this up, do them my own inside, and then use filler on the outside is what I would do. That's what we're going to do instead of doing on the outside. That's what we'll try to do next time. But hey, it held together, so it's a success that we got it, but it is what it is. That's just an old piece I had. If I have to, I can use a piece of that to fix the one on the white car. So all right, I'm gonna mess with this car a little bit. I'm gonna show you the difference in these motor mounts right fast. So the 89.5 ups had this on the block. It's an aluminum piece. The mount goes in right there. The 86, the early 89s had these brackets. So what happens is it puts this in a different spot somehow, some way, whatever, uses different mounts. So this is, so this one had the newer taillights in it, had the newer bumper on it. It had a lot of the newer stuff on it, but it, evidently it takes the older motor mounts. I want to say that this, by the VIN number, was the early 89s. It's 89. It does have the facelift and the taillights, but it still used the older mounts. It's something to do with the way the chassis is done, as far as how the mounts go. But either way, we got these. These come off of that other motor over there. Matter of fact, the car over there is the same way. It has the facelift, but the older taillights and then the older wing. So 89 was a weird year for these things. They done like a half year and it was a big mess. But anyway, I'm gonna start messing with getting these off and getting these mounts on, and I'll show you the kind of mounts we're gonna put on this thing. So hopefully this will help stiffen everything up a little bit too, which we don't have a problem with spinning, but we definitely ain't going to. I'm also gonna mess with the wiring and get some of that mess done. I did order, you seen I had my gasket, my head gasket, whatever the hell I did with it. So I got my head gasket. I ordered my locks, my keepers, whatever. I ordered them, chromoly, hardened, all the good stuff for that. So I'll have those to put in to hold the valves when that gets sent off. I ordered the gasket kit for the valve stem seals. Well, it has valve stem seals in. It's got a lot of other stuff. Some of it we won't use, some of it will. But I've got everything on the way. The head's not going to the guy until I get everything here, as far as the valve stem seals and the keepers or the locks, whatever you want to call them. I'm not going to send the head to him until I get that stuff, and that way he's got everything. And he can go ahead and do it, because he's going to do a valve job on it, put the valve stem seals in it, the new keepers and all that stuff. So anyway, let's start on these motor mounts and see what we can get done. All right, so let's try to do this one handed. So this was a 19, that was the top nut. The bottom nut may or may not be a 19. Hell, it might not even have one on it, I don't know. And it's got one on it. So it feels like it might be a 17. But anyway, so we're gonna take this loose. If you were doing this and you were just not having the head off and you had everything in the way, there's a hole right here. You can go straight through that hole and go up here and use a socket on it, which would probably be easier, especially doing it one-handed. But we're gonna try to get this nut off right now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's hard to do one-handed. Alright, so I'm not gonna do it one-handed. But as you can see, this mount's twisted, so it's definitely not the right mount. These have little dowel pins on them that are supposed to go in there. Well, these aren't made for that, plus it's not the right ones. So, you know, is what it is. So we're gonna get this off right fast. I'm gonna take this mount, take both the bolts loose. I'm gonna take both bolts loose on that. I'm gonna go ahead and break these bolts loose. So let's see, I think, golly, I gotta take that loose too. So I'm gonna break all these bolts loose and go around, and on both sides I'm just gonna break everything loose, and then I'm gonna jack this motor up and switch everything. So I'm gonna get to it. All right, y'all, look, Bluetooth motor. I don't necessarily recommend that, but there's, you know, it is what it is. So this is how, if you have these things, have a, oh man, that motor is starting to come apart. Let me show you this here. Anyway, you can see it's got a dowel pin. Those have a dowel pin. So in order for that to set on that dowel pin the correct way, this bolts on like that, which if you get your motor mount way down there, I needed them at the upper part. I needed them up. Instead of the bolt being down there, I needed a bolt up there. Wow, there you go. Sorry, I'm gonna leave that in there. So what happened is this is the mount that was on the other side. So this mount was over there. So my motor, I want to do it with a camera. Instead of sitting straight, it was sitting a little crooked. So something we've been dealing with for a while. Cars run fine. We went faster and faster and faster with it, but it's just not been right. So I don't know if that really affects anything as far as all that crap, but as far as times and all that, because the motor mounts were fastened, as you can see, that one had a dowel in it. But the issue I'm having with this one is you can see where I cut that dowel out. I ground it down. It was right there. So I cut that one down because when I had that one in with the dowel and the thing was down there, it wouldn't set in my motor mounts like it was supposed to. So the motor mounts never fit correctly. So now these will go on here. I gotta take that off because we have different motor mounts going on this. But as you can see with the way this one is, look how far up with that mount on. When that mount's on there, the bolt's up top, not down bottom. So that determined the fact that I had to roll mounts, because I bought the mounts for the 89 up and they did not fit at all. So the parts car that we took and fixed that car with and put the transmission in had the right motor mounts on it. So I didn't have to buy any. I just been waiting for the right time to do it. Here you go. Here's the right time. Let's get them put on and I'll show you the mounts we're going to put on. So let's go from here. All right, so this is a little bit more detailed than what I needed. The bolts I had was too long. The original mounts, they were that thick aluminum and the bolts were a little too long, so I had to take the bolts, cut them off, because I didn't have any of the other ones. So anyway, let me show you this, y'all. We're going solid motor mounts. I know it's gonna beat the crap out of me. I don't really care. We're going solid mounts though. So let's get this put on. I got the other side somewhat put on. I got it mocked up. So we got her on there. So I got all those bolts tightened. I got the top one tightened. We'll set it down. I'll get a washer. I don't have one washer. It didn't come with any washers. So I'll get some washers and I got my nuts put on and be good to go. So let's get the other side put on. Okay, y'all. So this thing has solid motor mounts both sides. So to me, it still looks like it sits a little wonky, but it is what it is. It's the way it is, I guess. I don't really know what's going on with it, but they're in there. It's right mounts, right everything now. Good to go. It's set right in, no problem. I think my whole car is sitting a little crooked. But anyway, we're good to go, y'all. We got that done. Y'all seen the parts we're getting. So that's gonna be it for this one. Stay tuned. We got parts coming, and hopefully the head will be coming. We're gonna be putting the AFR gauge. We're putting the AFR gauge on the white car very soon. So that might be the next video. I don't know what the next video is. Depends on what I feel like at the time. So we gotta get the AFR gauge on, and we're kind of down right now. We got some more paint projects coming, so stay with us, y'all. See what happens. See y'all next time.